Hello everyone, this is Dr. Tamisha Denis and this is The Modern Smile. This is part 3 of my dental implants. I should say implants because I got 2. So I'm going to be going through kind of how I felt the days following my dental implants on my first day. So I had my dental implants done on Saturday. On Sunday, I felt pretty lousy. I took a Vicodin that night, so I slept pretty good, but I was feeling pretty lousy. So what I decided is, against all of my regular nature, I was going to stay in bed the whole day. I must have watched so many episodes of things on Netflix and TV. I fell in and out of sleep. My kids ran around. I drank a lot of smoothies and drank a lot of soup. Dr. Kang put me on a liquid diet because he put my dental implants above the gum. So I had to stay. If you could see in this next clip, I'm kind of showing my face kind of all poofy because I look like that. And pain-wise was a little interesting. You'll hear me talk about it more in the videos that go on. But pain-wise, really the side where the tooth came out was really more painful. And when I use the word pain, it's more sore. I've never been in a fight in my life, so I can imagine it's like somebody punching you in the face. So it's more like when you touch your face. Boy, did ice make such a big difference. Ice on my face just felt so great. I was on liquid diet. I took my medicine when necessary. I took my antibiotic. I was super self-conscious of the swelling, but guess what? Nobody really noticed. I went to work on Monday with no problem. I didn't feel bad. I did have a little bit of a headache, and that's just because all of this stuff going on in your head. I had a little bit of a headache, but I'm pretty tough girl. I wouldn't describe it as painful more than I would say I was uncomfortable. Hello, today is about day 3. Today is Tuesday after my implant surgery. I'm feeling really good. I pretty much don't have any pain anymore, and I say pretty much. It just kind of depends on what I do. So if I try to laugh too loud or I scream or say anything, I feel like I kind of pull on things a little harder than I should, and it hurts. But for the most part, it doesn't hurt. As far as pain medication goes, I took a Motrin 800 after the first implant was placed, and then when I got home, I took a Vicodin. I think it's 7.5 milligrams by 325 milligrams, and then I took one again maybe like 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning because I did my implant on Saturday, and then I took one more again on Sunday night. And that was, did I take one on Sunday night? I know I only took like 3 Vicodin total and 1 Motrin. And honestly, that second one I probably could do without, but I was starting to just feel really aggravated. Like I just was feeling really annoyed that I was just feeling it all the time and I just wanted to go away. So I did that. But now I feel more of like, well, obviously I'm swollen. As you can see, this is not my regular face, but I'm swollen. I feel like I have 2 grapes inside of my mouth. And then my face is really tender. Of course, my right side is a lot more tender than my left side. My right side is where the extraction happened. My left side, my dentist, it's weird to call somebody else my dentist, but my dentist pretty much told me don't try to look inside, which is really difficult for me because that's all I want to do is just examine it and look inside, because every time you're constantly opening, you're pulling on the sutures, and that does not allow you to heal. I'm actually getting liver clots. I've been debating whether or not I want to show you guys what that looks like, but it's pretty gross. When I was 19 years old, I had my wisdom teeth taken out and I got liver clots, and That's the reason I know at the time. Of course, I wasn't a dentist. I didn't know what they were, but I pretty much recognized it right away. So if you guys don't get too grossed out, I will pull one out. I know that sounds disgusting, and show you what it looks like. Just so you know, it's a complication. I don't know, I want to use the word complication very loosely, but basically it's a piece of tissue, blood that coagulates and hovers above the area, and they call it a liver clot because it looks like a small organ. It hurts to laugh. So anyway, so that's my update for today. I'm going to continue to update. If I haven't already said this on a previous video, post-operatively, he wants me to be on a liquid diet, which is très difficult for me because I should say très difficile, showing off a little bit of my French, because I want to eat, man, and I like to work out, and I got to get my protein in. So pretty much the last couple days I haven't had no solid foods. I literally put chicken in a blender twice in a row and added it to a soup. So I've been getting my protein in because it's really important for me, because I work out as much as I do and lift weights, that I'm able to get my protein in. But I'm surviving. It's not that I'm hungry, I just want to chew something crunchy. Anyway, so that's the end of my update for today. Alrighty, but I'm feeling pretty good, but I have a pretty high pain tolerance. I don't really believe in pain medication. I'm still taking my antibiotic. So unless I was dying, I'm not going to be taking anything else. Okay, all right. Bye for today. All right, so today I'm just going to give you like an update as far as what's going on with how I'm feeling. I got my implant last Saturday. It's been almost 10 days after the fact. I'm feeling pretty good. Yesterday, for some reason, my stitches were coming out left and right. Usually when I do implants, I will do non-resorbable sutures, which means that normally at the 2-week appointment, what we will do is we will clip the stitches out. There's no anesthetic involved, literally just go around and kind of clip all the stitches out. But there are times when some of them fall out on their own. We want the stitches to stay in long enough for the body to take over and start to close the area. Even though everything is stitched together real tight, if the stitches come out too early, everything kind of flops around. When he did my implant, he did 2 kinds of stitches. He did the resorbable ones. We call that gut suture, chromic gut. And he also did the non-resorbable ones. We call that PGA, or polyglycolic acid. Doesn't really matter. There's other kinds of stitches. There's silk stitches. There's all kinds of stitches that we use in dentistry, but these are typically the ones that we use after an implant. Now, some of the non-resorbable ones, you'll eat them. You won't even know that it's like coming out until it actually comes out. So, I mean, sometimes you know, sometimes you don't know. But the funny thing is, yesterday I was seeing patients, and as I was seeing patients, stitches, I would be in the middle of a sentence and I would feel something kind of rolling around on my tongue, and I'd have to excuse myself to take it out, and there would be like this long string. But I think that most of them are out. Another thing that I've been experiencing is some pieces of the bone graft have been coming out. Bone graft is what we put around the implant to encourage the bone to grow into the implant threads. So pieces of my bone graft have been coming out. So ever so often I've been, what's this? I always tell my own patients that when you have pieces of bone graft, we put a lot of bone graft in there. So if 1 or 2 little pieces escape, it's not really a big deal. I've never had a patient like big chunks of bone graft come out. Most of the time they're little people, you know, they think it's pieces of their bone, but it's actually the bone that we place around. When it comes to bone graft, there's a lot of different kinds of bone graft. We don't need to talk about the details, but just really quick, there's human bone, cadaver bone that they actually take and ground up and put. I don't use that. They also have bovine bone, which is cow bone. And then also they have artificial bone, which is what I use. And so that's what was placed into my mouth. So I'm feeling pretty good. When I touch my face, on my left side, which is the side where no tooth was pulled, just the implant is it was placed. Sorry for the shaking. I'm driving. And then on the right side, you know what? I feel better than yesterday. But if I press on my face, I still kind of feel the tenderness, but oh boy, do I feel so much better. I am still on an all liquid diet. That means lots and lots of smoothies, lots and lots of protein shakes, lots and lots of soup, which is driving me absolutely bananas because I'm hungry. But I feel really good, and it's really important to me for me to follow the right instructions so that I heal properly and I don't have to do anything again. So that's my update. I'll give another update at my 2-week appointment also, and just along the way whenever I feel like there's something to note. One of the side effects that I did experience is I got something called liver clots. And a liver clot is basically when your blood clots above the extraction site instead of within. And it kind of sits. The reason we call it a liver clot is because it kind of looks like a small organ. It's pretty gross. So I showing you guys, if you guys don't like that kind of stuff, don't look at this next couple seconds, but you can see I pulled one of the liver clots out and I'm rolling it around, and it's just clotted blood, and I didn't get it on both sides. I only got it on the side of the extraction. And when I was 19 years old, I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth taken out, and I got liver clots. So I don't know why it didn't surprise me. I don't remember if when I got my dental implants in dental school, if I got liver clots too, but I don't know why it surprised me. I was like, what the heck is this? And I was like, it's a liver clot. And so unfortunate with liver clots, you just gotta wait till it goes away. So when I saw Dr. Kang, a couple days later, because he travels in and out of Florida, so he just cleaned my mouth up with some of the mouth rinse. It's called chlorhexidine, the same thing I talked about on my previous video about pre-operative medication. He cleaned it up. He had me bite on some gauze. It didn't make the liver clot go away, but over the course of the next, I would say 3 days or so, the clot got less and less. The key to the liver clot is to stop pulling at them, because every time you pull at them, you start the bleeding all over again. So I stopped pulling at it, but occasionally I couldn't help it. It just kind of like came out anyways. So thank you for watching this video about my post-operative part 3 after my dental implant. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about dental implants, please leave them below. I read all of them and I answer about 99% of them, unless you leave mean comments. All right, thank you for watching. I hope you guys learned something. I hope that this gave you some sort of insight, the insider scoop on dental implants and kind of how it feels, because I love people to know things before they get them done. I definitely am one of those people who is, I practice what I preach. I don't just place dental implants. I believe in them. Hell, I got 2 of them myself. I do. Now in this next clip, you're gonna actually see what my implants look like on 2 weeks post-op. Woohoo! So if you look here, you can see this silver dial. And if you saw the x-ray from before, that is what you can see from the outside. Obviously, the implant is underneath. That is not the implant. That is called a healing abutment, which allows the implant to heal around that circle. When in a couple months, which of course I'm definitely going to be doing videos on, we will take that healing abutment off and then we will put a crown in its place. So we'll walk through that whole process. I can't wait to have more things to eat. I can't wait to eat on both sides of my mouth. I can't wait to have a steak. I don't know. I'm just fantasizing about all the things that I want to eat once my dental implants are complete. Right now, I can kind of brush the area. If I brush too hard, I'll notice that I'll bleed a little. But for the most part, it feels pretty good. Thank you for watching.